Hi, everyone, and welcome back to Under a Killing Moon. It's me, Dia, and I'm here with Tex Murphy. I'm here as Tex Murphy. I'm here embodying Tex Murphy, and we are still trying to solve some crimes. Trying to get that bank. Trying to get bank as Tex Murphy. God, the way you fucking control this game is so good and so terrible at the same time. It's beautiful and brilliant. I'm still honestly not even sure what we're supposed to be accomplishing here, but like it's just there's just so much going on in this game, and yet it seems like we've been having. Wait, is that something over there on the ground? That looks like more than just trash. What is that? Hold on. Okay, we gotta. Nope, that's not how we look down. How do we look down again? Damn it. Is it page down? No. 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 Is it the arrow key? It's the arrow keys. That's right. God. Yeah, that's something. Hold on. Is that a newspaper? What's that?
Well, this is a section of the Bay City Mirror. It's a weekly newsletter that covers local goings-on written by mutants for mutants. I'd subscribe if they had a comics page.
It's a newspaper. Oh, we can get the newspaper. Hey, we got a newspaper now. Let's examine the newspaper. Let's read the fucking paper. Text. Wait. Burglaries. Body found in Bay. Can we read it? Body found in Bay. The body of Daniel Murray, 29, was discovered floating in the San Francisco Bay early yesterday morning. Spotted by passengers on a whale sighting scuttle, the body was recovered. Why is there whale sightings going on in San Francisco after what appears to be several nuclear wars? The body was recovered by the police, and that was sent to the city coroner's office for autopsy. The cause of death has been listed as suicide, though bystanders report the corpse was remarkably disfigured and contorted. Walt Grimm, a personal injury lawyer, followed the ambulance to the coroner and reported that a quarantine was initiated not long afterward. The reason for the quarantine has not been made public. Well then. Okay, what else we got here? Old Jim's Bait Shop. Live crawlers in an old coffee can of your choice. Cool. Grateful Dead Tour. The Grateful Dead, in its third incarnation, have announced plans for a resurrection tour to begin next week in Sacramento, California, and end up in Lazarus, Pennsylvania. The tour is scheduled to run for 3 years, during which the band will play 1,093 shows. According to player Geraldo Rodriguez, says the band is excited. Accordion player, not according to accordion player Geraldo Rodriguez says the band is excited to get back on the road after a layoff of a week and a half. We were due for a rest after our last world tour, but by Thursday we were all getting a little antsy. Future plans include an album, a movie filmed on tour, and a possible benefit concert put on in conjunction with the Rolling Stones. God, this is a nightmare future. What else we got here? What's this? Police officers acquitted of assault in civil suit. Yeah, this looks like police officers, all right. Angry protests were staged today outside the 5th Precinct Courthouse when 2 Norm police officers, Joey Harris and Dean Adler, both incidentally members of the Crusade for Genetic Purity, were found not guilty of assault and battery on a private citizen. Emo Dooley, an unemployed homeless mutant, had brought a civil suit against the officers, saying they had randomly picked him out of a group of stragglers and beaten him senseless. This is the 4th civil suit brought against Norm members of the SFPD this year alone. Each trial has ended in an acquittal. Undoubtedly, this has given police an added sense of immunity, leading to more mutant accusations of civil rights violations. The 2 mutant 10 Norm jury deliberated for only 3 minutes, 18 seconds before presenting the not guilty verdict. Juror Lainey Fox explained the reason for the quick decision by the jury. The prosecution never convinced us that Mr. Dooley has not always looked the way he does. The ACLU announced it is planning to appeal. Well, look, the game's got bad politics at times, but it's also trying to do more literally any fucking game these days that's trying to be about an issue. Like this one panel right here single-handedly just like trounces like 3 Far Cry games worth of them trying. Jesus. When did this game come out? Like... Because like this was like clearly we're echoing the Rodney King beating here, because that was like 91. Yes. Yeah. So when did Under Killing Moon come out? It was 1994. Yeah, 94. So yeah, okay. I can't remember when this game came out. So like we're clearly deliberately doing a thing, but like we also kind of did an okay job. Not the best. We could have. We're trying to put it in the context of the game a little bit more than maybe is comfortable. We're conflating, black people with mutants, which is not good. But like we were kind of already doing that. Like sci-fi loves to do that shit, and it's not good. Don't do it. You're not gonna get anywhere with that. But I don't know. For white guys making a game in 1994, like. I'll just say the industry, the high end of the industry has not gotten better and might have actually backslid a little bit from dealing with politics in their games. Just gonna say. Of course, there is a lot more money riding on it now, blah, 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 a lot more shareholders. And those types of people are squeamish of doing things like saying, like, pointed criticisms of pointed and very thinly veiled criticisms of the LAPD. Whatever. Art and Soul. It's also kind of like a dig it. I don't remember. Was Daryl Gates taking over Police Quest by this point? I think so. Fuck Daryl Gates and fuck the Police Quest games, honestly. Art and Soul by Albie Tewksbury. Art is not just dead in the Bay Area, its rotting corpses stinking up the place. The latest excuse for an art exhibit was unveiled at the Inks and Oils Emporium, or the Stink and Spoils Emporium, as I am wont to call it. This pathetic showing by an alleged artist who calls himself Logo was the most hideous spectacle of the season. At least this Logo character has an inkling of intelligence. If I dared to pass off such putrid trash as art, I wouldn't use my real name either. We're just making fun of Banksy now. The most striking thing about the presentation was the artist's hairdo, which closely resembled a dust mop used to soak up an oil spill and dried to a crisp under a sun lamp. I wonder who we are making fun of right now. On the lighter side, Kay Winthrop's Black Tie Art Appreciation Fundraiser was not nearly as unbearable as I feared it would be. The featured artwork, as always, was despicable, but for once the hors d'oeuvres didn't make me vomit. The champagne was not vintage, but not the cat pee of previous years. All in all, not a complete waste of an evening. Until next week, remember, life without art is just life. This making fun of like local arts critic is great. I honestly do not have any idea or remember what was happening in the art world in 1994 or thereabouts. Editorial: Why the Crusades Must Be Stopped, Part 2 of 5 by Loogie Trundle. In the years since World War III, we have seen a growing form of discrimination which has come into full malevolent bloom. Thankfully, we are not talking about racial or sexual bias, both of which are no longer the blights of society they once were. The social disease that affects us now is genetic discrimination. There are in this world evil forces that exist with the specific purpose of separating the genetically unchallenged from the rest of the population. This eugenics movement, the classifying of humans by their genetic quality, has been around since the late 1800s, but in those days humans were already classified by skin color and gender. Several significant movements in history have attempted to exterminate an entire race, and I believe that we are witnessing yet another. The crusade for genetic purity is spearheading this dark movement. Reverend Shepherd, in the guise of placid, benevolent teacher, is, in reality, a hate-monger. His words, softly spoken, plant the seeds of hate between those with genetic flaws and those without. And now the crusade has trumpeted the arrival of the Moonchild, the so-called refuge of the pure. Supposedly a religious retreat where the faithful crusaders go to take part in spiritual ceremonies, it is in reality a symbol of divisiveness. A jewel in the heavens where only few may go, the rest excluded by a condition they did not ask for and cannot change. When will each and every inhabitant on this earth open his or her eyes? I hope for the day when we'll be able to look upon each other as human beings, not as man or woman, black or white, mutant or norm. To paraphrase Shakespeare, I am a mutant. Hath not a mutant hands, organs, dimensions, senses, affections, passions? Fed with the same food, hurt with the same weapons. If you prick us, do we not bleed? If you poison us, do we not die? Loogie Trundle, your rhetoric there needs some work, but, you know, this is a more progressive editorial than you'll find in, like, the New York Times. It's more well-reasoned as well. Honestly, the rhetoric is actually better than you'd find in the New York Times these days. Sorry, old gray lady. You're crusty. You suck. But yeah, once again, we just like dumped all of the politics of this game into this newsletter. It's very weird and very jarring, compared to how games are these days. But again, like, it's interesting because, like, we are drawing the direct parallel between, like, race and mutants, and that's not great. But then, like, in this, we also are just like, you know, no. We tackled race. We handled race. This is a new thing, but also it's still allegorical for those struggles. Again, not great, given how loaded the concept of mutant is. So what are you going to do? 1994. In theory, we're better than them. I hope we are. At least we hope we are, I should say. Not. Senator committed to asylum. Reese's press conference hysterics surprised many. Senator Martin Reese, New Mexico, had called a press conference assumedly to announce his intention to leave politics to join the PGA. Erupted into hysterics today. Witnesses report the senator to have shouted, "Texas is just too... big. Run for your lives before it eats us all." I guess we're going to go with damn. Senator Reese, long considered one of the most mentally sound figures on Capitol, had to be restrained and led away in a makeshift straitjacket. When questioned about Senator Reese's rantings, Representative Lolana Elwich, D. Texas, professed complete ignorance. Everyone knows Texas is big, but really, most people who witnessed this display admitted to being surprised at the senator's behavior, though not everyone. House Speaker Bob Broggie, D. Maine, commented, "Senator Reese's outburst is hardly shocking to those of us who've worked with him. We all knew all along he was a whacked-out, thumb-sucking piece of shit." Senator Reese will be examined tomorrow by psychiatrists who are confident that a complete recovery can be made despite the senator's many years in Congress. I like this is all a big setup for, you know, what made him crazy was being in Congress. This fucking game. Need cash? At Oregon Trail Clinic, we pay up to $50 cash for any and all vital organs. We also pay market rate for arms, legs, and eyeballs. Are you a lefty who's short on rent? Bring in that right arm. Bring in that right arm. Our friendly, qualified staff will be happy to sever that limb, and you'll walk out moments later with a few extra dollars in your pocket. Hurry in and don't forget to ask about our frequent donor program. Oh, the must be removed on site to meet the AMA requirements. Welp. Poet's Corner. This week's poem was sent in by 15-year-old Bupo Wong. Haiku to a taco. Soft shell taco mine, What meat art thou concealing? Who cares? It's tasty. Shout out to Bupo Wong. Sick poem. All right. Burglaries baffle police. The total of inner city pawn shop burglaries committed over the past 3 weeks now stands at 9. Zippy Cash, located at the corner of Jackson and Maple Streets, was broken into 3 nights ago. Pawn shop owner Urban Roby did not report the crime until this morning, thinking it was simply a practical joke played by his friends. Tragically, this was not the case. Of the 9 burglarized pawn shops, Zippy Cash was the only the second not owned by a mutant. There's been some speculation that police are not actively investigating the crimes, since most of the victims are mutants. Mayor Lender, who is up for re-election later this year and will need the mutant vote to retain his position, has publicly called the police onto the carpet. Police Lieutenant Mac Malden, who is heading the investigation, denies that police are dragging their feet. What we're dealing with here is some kind of master criminal. He just hasn't left us much of anything to work with. Lieutenant Malden is sure that the burglaries have all been committed by the same person. The MOs, methods of operation, have been almost identical. A girl goes to a pawn shop, hawks a piece of jewelry for a large amount of cash, and the shop is broken into that same night. Lieutenant Malden would not specify, but said that some of his team of detectives had some evidence and hoped to have some solid leads in the next few days. Okay. Lieutenant Malden is where we need to talk to. How do we talk to Lieutenant Malden? I'm gonna go to the police station. Well, there's no police station here. We've been all up and down this place. Maybe we check in the car? Can we... Oh, we're just zipping all over the place real fast. Maybe if we go in the car. Maybe we can we just drive to the police station? Let's see, how does this work? Oh, hey, look at this. Oh, baha. Police. Is that Lieutenant Malden? I like this. You get these shots of it. Interesting. We can just zip back to Texas office from the car. That's good to know. We want to go to the police station right now, though. So we can go to the police station. Texas license plate is Pivot Dick. Not private. That's Pivot.
I haven't seen Mac Malden since the Martian Memorandum case. I remember him as a surly, incompetent, fat-nosed cop. As I step into his office, I can see he's changed. His nose is even bigger.
Well, if it isn't Tex Murphy. I figured you'd be dead by now.
Let's see. Back at you,
I could say the same about you. When's the last time you had your cholesterol checked?
Still the wise guy, eh, Murphy? It was great to see you. Now get lost!
Cholesterol jokes. That's very 90s. All right. Fondly reminisce, dispense with small talk, make some helpful suggestions. Jesus.
Listen, I'm working on a burglary case and I'm looking for a lead.
You and me both, Seamus. The mayor's office is all over me again. You heard about the string of pawn shop robberies? We have no suspects, and I'm catching the heat for it.
Let's suck up.
Sounds like we might be looking for the same burglar. Let's compare notes, old buddy.
No chance, Murphy. I don't need you getting in my way. Go play detective somewhere else.
Oh, he's gonna be a dick about it, huh? Don't be a dick like that, buddy. We're not done with you. We'll go back to the police station.
Can't you find something better to do than bother me?
No. Sleazy comeback.
I was planning on it, but you know I couldn't find your sister or your mom.
Still the wise guy, eh, Murphy? It was great to see you. Now get lost!
Oh, come on. Remember the Martian Memorandum case? Hey, we made a swell team.
Yeah, those were the days. I don't get cases like that anymore. Things are harder now. The mayor's office is all over me again. You heard about the string of pawn shop robberies? We have no suspects, and I'm catching the heat for it.
All right, let's...
What you need is San Francisco's best detective on the case.
Yeah? I asked him to help out, but he's busy. Now shove off!
Okay. Well, that didn't help as much. Texas office. Right. What do we got? Well, we could travel to all these places. All right, so we did Rusty. Did we do the Bruins Jew yet? Have we talked to him lately? Let's talk to him again. I don't know. Figured at the police station. I love this fucking UI. It's amazing. We actually get these little videos of
what can I get
Tex
you?
flying his little car.
He's one of the few norms besides you who's eaten here. Seems like a typical cop. A little dim, and not too concerned about what happens in the mutant sections of town.
Sounds about right.
Ever since the crusade started up, the relations between norms and mutants has gone to pot. I've had rocks thrown through my windows, graffiti sprayed on the bricks outside. There's not much I can do, though. He was a strange one. He had a show on TV for a while, got pretty popular. Then he quit the show and went into business. He opened up a shop right up the street from here. I guess he wasn't a very good businessman. The shop went out of business within a couple of months. Then Rusty just disappeared.
We know
I heard
where
he'd made
Rusty
some
went.
enemies in the novelty trade.
Enemies in the novelty trade. Okay, well, let's see. You do something with the Quaid Tower now. Probably
Coit
not.
Tower was once a majestic land.
No, no, it's the Quaid Tower. Anything we missed? Like that's the thing is like, okay, so what do we miss? Do we need to get enough information about the burglar so that we can fill out the computer form. And then we can narrow down who our suspects are. We don't have all the answers yet. Is there really no way to do anything? We gotta go to the police station. There's gotta be more here.
Can't you find something better to do than bother me?
Yeah, too apologetic.
I don't mean to bother you, but I'm still stuck on this case.
Sure you are. Probably a case of cheap scotch.
Just make a deal.
Tell you what, help me solve this case I'm working on and I'll buy you a scotch. And not the cheap stuff.
Bribing a cop, eh, Murphy? Get out of here now and I might not bust you!
Oh, come on.
Can't you find something better to do than bug?
Let's try apologize.
I don't mean to bother you, but I'm still...
Alright, what about...
I wish. I couldn't afford a glass of scotch these days.
Well, here our custodial department is hiring. Pick up an application on your way out. Can't you find something better to...
No, because I... Listen, I'm working on a burglary case and I'm looking for a lead.
You and me both, Seamus. The mayor's office is all over me again.
Okay, so we tried second up, we tried pride, let's do shock.
So you and your crack team of detectives have no leads?
Of course we have leads, you pots. We know he's a norm,
Okay.
Caucasian, and has AB negative blood.
Ah, there we go.
That narrows down our list of suspects to about 1 million. Now get out of my hair, I got work to do.
Yeah, but we know he's got like an anchor tattoo and shit. There we go. Okay, we got our answers. There we go. Go to Texas office. We zip through there. Yeah, here we go. All right, let's use this computer. Let's fucking adventure game and shit. Okay, not a mutant. 6'4". We know he's Caucasian, and he's got. Is he AB or AB negative? He's an AB negative. Is that it? 999. Still not. You know, he's a worm, a mutant. Dude. I think he's got 2 eyes. Ah, oh, hey, there we go. View suspect file. Who is it? Who could it be? Mick E. Flem. Mickey Flem. Male, 6'4", 2 eyes. Was born November 5th, 2003. What do you know? All right. Burglary, mail fraud, attempted extortion, petty theft, burglary, arson, attempted fraud, grand theft, speeder, importing illegal novelty items. Importing illegal novelty items. That connects him. That's his most recent crime. 3 years in state pen. That connects him to Rusty the Clown. Ah, here we go. The whereabouts of Mick Flem are unknown at this time. The SFPD are interested in questioning him about the recent disappearance and suspected murder of Rusty Clown. Well, we know it's not so suspected. We got that. We got Rusty. We know where Rusty is. It is unlikely that Flem and Rusty were working together when Flem was arrested for illegally importing Asian novelty items. Flem may have murdered Rusty to get revenge for letting him take the fall. This theory has been supported by a street informant, Beak Nariz. See what they did there? Who claims to have seen Flem with the past few weeks. Nariz reports seeing Flem in an extremely intoxicated state, apparently hallucinating, saying that Rusty Clown's ghost was out to get him. This guy. Okay, good. Quit. Okay, so well, now we gotta find that guy. Let's go ask around about Nick Flem. Or Nick Flem? Mickey Flem. This is fine. Alright, let's stop at the post office first. Ooh, go there, Tex. Okay.
What can I do for you, Tex?
Yeah, what?
Sorry, I haven't heard anything about that.
Oh. That button. Oh, this is incredible user interface. Alright, let's talk about McFlem.
Wish I could help you there, Tex.
Okay, Chelsea.
Oh yeah, I know Beak. If you want to talk to him, you might try hanging out around Coit Tower.
Okay, there we go. Let's go hang around Coit Tower. Coit Tower time.
I walk up the steps to Coit Tower and spot a small figure lurking in the shadows. In the half light, I can see only the person's profile, but it's definitely Beak. As I walk towards him, he glances around, then approaches me warily, like a vegetarian sizing up a pot pie.
Beak's gonna have a ridiculous nose.
What are you staring at?
Admiration for Beak's prominent feature. Let's establish our identity.
You must be Beak Nerys.
Huh? Yeah, that's me. But I ain't smelled you before. Who are you?
We're afraid of Chelsea.
I'm a friend of Chelsea Bando.
I like that nose.
You told me I could probably find you nosing around up here.
God damn it.
Yeah, Chelsea. Good egg. Nice looker. So,
Does he have an elephant face?
She said you might give me a lead on who robbed Rook's pawn shop.
Maybe yeah, maybe no. What you gonna give me for the info?
Let's see. It's off from inventory. Let's do the live Rusty doll.
Come on. Give me something I can use.
Okay.
Okay, I can use this. My nose has started sagging lately. Makes it hard to breathe. Now, what kind of info you looking for,
The fucking nose with Beak. Fucking prosthetic nose that they're doing. They're moving around. Alright. I need to ask you about McFlem.
McFlam's rap sheet would take a day to read. He's a fat scum, and he's an idiot to boot. That's why he's always getting caught. He's been busted for burglary, mail fraud, arson, you name it. Everyone knows he operates out of the Snow White warehouse, but don't tell him.
He operates out of the Snow White Millhouse. Okay. So that's our news. We're out of here. There's the warehouse. Let's go bang on the door. Oh, wait, this is the Acme warehouse. Maybe it's... Aha! You know what? Let's save our game. Just before we enter a weird warehouse with a criminal inside. Encrypt file and save. Warehouse. Warehouse. Okay, there we go. Go into the warehouse.
If this is McFlem's hangout, he'll probably be back soon. I better try and set some sort of trap for him.
Oh no. We have to set a trap.
Locked.
Okay, but we got keys. We got the key from the alley. That looks like it might.
Well, that's not gonna work.
No.
Well, this is actually a storage compartment. Looks like it requires a special combination key.
Okay. Oh wait, here he goes. It's upstairs. I bet there's. Aha. Key from warehouse. I wonder if that works over there on the thing. But also, first we could fuck with this. Let's. Oh wait, or maybe it works for this thing.
Locked.
There we go.
The sound is coming from up on the landing. Looks like the on-off switch controls a pulley hook. It's running back and forth along a track.
Just sucks. These controls suck. Where's the pulley? Okay. So the pulley's running back and forth that way. Oh, I know what we gotta do. Shit. Okay, we gotta turn it off first. I know what they want us to do. And it's terrible.
The heavy footsteps I hear must be Flem. Luckily, my rusty trap's all set. I'll need to find a hiding place as close as possible to the pulley control box. When Flem least expects it, I'll throw the pulley lever and bring Rusty back from the dead.
Oh my god. That is the worst thing. I guess I just want to flip it now. Oh, okay.
It's me, Rusty Kids, and I'm here. Mommy's come back.
Did this really accomplish anything? Okay, so we got keys now, or the bracelet. It's like
Damn, I'm good. This has to be Rook's bracelet. Mick ran off without his keys. I'll bet at least one of these will come in handy.
yeah, they will.
Locked.
Okay, fine. Yeah, maybe actually use the keys.
The strongbox is too sturdy to break open. I'll need the key.
Ta-da! All right, let's examine this.
What do we have here? Unless I missed my guess, this is jade. It's good quality, too.
Well, it's time to go back to the pawn shop. God, it's fucking up there. That's so awful. Fucking cursed as hell. Can we look at the hole that he left? No. Can we go out the hole he left? Maybe we can comment on the hole? No. They didn't. They put the decal up, but they didn't make it something that you could interact with. That's very funny. Okay. Well, let's go out this door.
I'm telling you,
God.
it's impossible. It can't be done. I've tried everything.
Russell Meade's playing an
Prophecy is
Indian.
very clear. We can't go on until this step is completed. Surely your unique skills give you opportunity.
My ability has gotten us nowhere. Capricorn got there before me. They're always one step ahead of me. It's like they can read my mind.
We can't let them stop us. Maybe we can use your skills on someone else. I've made inquiries. And if he hasn't gotten himself killed, maybe he's just what we need. Murphy. Tex Murphy.
Oh, it's a new day. Goose, eggs, and ham.
I feel better today than I've felt in a long time. Boy, did I stun Rook when I walked in and handed him that bracelet. Okay, so getting the bracelet back doesn't make me Detective of the Year, but it does stimulate the confidence glands. Maybe I can succeed at this business and turn my career around. But if I'm gonna do that, I better do something about my fax machine. Who knows how many new opportunities I've missed to show the world my greatness.
In 1994, we were still going to have fax machines in the future. Damn. Imagine just living in a world where fax machines were still part of the future. I remember reading an interview once with like William Gibson. I think it was in Wired. Would have been Wired, or like it was like in Wired or like Newsweek or something. But it was like it was right around the time Idoru came out. Or maybe it was All Tomorrow's Parties. It's one of them. But like William Gibson was like, "Oh, I don't have email. I have this like portable Japanese fax machine that uses these little tiny rolls of paper." And it's just kind of like just one of the things where it's just like, you're an asshole. That was my only response to reading that detail, was just like, you're an asshole, and I don't think I could read your books ever again. And sure enough, that was when I was like, I guess I'm too much of a grown-up to read your books anymore. Oh, there's something under the door. Let's go look at that. We got some mail.
Oh boy, mail.
Everyone loves getting mail. Oh, it's our electronic store credit card. Let's examine it.
Ah, my own personal credit card. I'll need this to get into the electronics shop next door.
I don't know why we need to get into the electronics shop, but sure. Oh, we need to get our fax machine fixed. That's what we're doing. Do I need to, where is my fax machine? I don't see it anywhere. Oh wait, that's right, it's up here. So let's take that fax machine. Once we can do it. There we go.
Oh, great. Another incoming message that won't print out. If I don't get a new fax machine, I'll be out of business.
Okay, we just need to get a new one. Okay, fine. We'll go get a new one then. We got a credit card. Let's do it, Tex.
This is the brand new electronic... Well, that's not gonna...
There we go. Let's go into the electronics shop.
This electronic shop outlet has just moved into the neighborhood. I've heard that the manager's name is Ham Underwood. Everyone knows they sell overpriced junk, but it is conveniently located.
Remember where there were going to be like discrete shops still? And like there were going to be like discrete electronic shops where you go into and like buy electronics? Man. The past was weird. This guy is still over here. Oh look, but look, widescreen monitors. Widescreen monitors were still a thing. People thinking about widescreen monitors. Is that an abacus? Could buy a small mech. It's like a drone, a little drone mech. Maybe, or these are just little fake spaceships. Some UFOs. Let's talk to this guy and see what's going on with him. What's up, my guy?
Hi there, how can I help you?
We'll do a neighborly
I
introduction.
just came by to welcome you to the neighborhood. My name's Tex.
Pleased to meet you. My name's Underwood. So, what can I do for you?
Essential office
Do you have
machinery.
fax machines?
Sure do. In fact, there's one older model in the blue light special box.
I tried not to stare, but it threw me off when I saw how cross-eyed Ham Underwood is. I'll have to keep in mind that anything he says is on the left is probably on the right.
Okay. I guess
The fax machine's so outdated it doesn't even have a brand name. And it's better than nothing. I can't get that while the force field is up.
Okay, so let's use our credit card on it. What an easy problem to solve. Okay, now let's get out of here. Go install our fax machine. Yes, I'm using the car to fast travel to Texas office. I have to go up the stairs. I think we get cut to him just walking.
As soon as I hook up the new fax machine, a fax prints out. Oh, finally. Maybe this is a real case. The kind you get paid for.
Let's find out, Tex. Oh, we picked up our text. Our fax machine died easily. Okay, let's examine it. Facsimile transmission to Tex Murphy, P.I. from Countess M. Rainier. Dear Mr. Murphy, you have been recommended to me as someone capable of handling delicate matters with both competence and discretion. Maybe. I am prepared to pay you handsomely in exchange for your services. I would prefer to give you details in person. I do not wish to seem impertinent, but time is of the essence. Please meet me at my residence as soon as possible. The address is 1329 Fillmore, Pacific Heights. Countess M. Rainier. Well, hot damn. Got a case with the Countess. Sounds like a good time. Let's go do this thing. Let's go hop in our spinner. Isn't that the name of the car is also from Blade Runner? You know. Okay, Countess's mansion. Let's, ooh, hey. Hey, Countess. Let's do it, Tex. Sounds like we're gonna go have a meeting with the MILF. Let's fly by of the Colgate Bridge.
The Countess Rainier. That name smacks of money. Hopefully she doesn't want to hire me to find her lost poodle. As I land my speeder, I see my dream house, only bigger. The butler is a tall, thin man, about 70. He tells me the Countess is expecting me and shows me into a large, lavishly furnished drawing room.
Ooh.
I'm the Countess Renier. Please, have a seat.
Oh, but you're the
Thank
Countess
you.
Rainier.
You know, I pictured you being, well, older and heavier.
No one is born old, Mr. Murphy. Now, shall we discuss our business while we're still young?
Oh, by all means. Pardon my interruption.
Your services have been recommended to me by a trusted friend who prefers to remain anonymous. Suffice it to say that your unique abilities are what I need right now.
Which of my unique abilities are you referring to?
I'm sure you have many unique abilities. The one I would hire you for is your talent of locating people and things. I've been told this talent has made you some friends and many enemies.
Well, correct me if I'm wrong, Countess, but wasn't it Roy Rogers who once said, "You can't please all the people all the time"?
Save your homespun humor for a more gullible woman. What I'm asking you to do may make you very unpopular with some people.
Exactly how unpopular are we talking here?
Let me give you some background information, then you can decide for yourself. Some time ago, a family heirloom was stolen from this bungalow. I do keep most of my valuables on my estate in Europe, but on this visit, I brought the piece to show a friend. Within hours of my arrival, I found it stolen, and I have made extensive inquiries trying to retrieve it, but I found out nothing.
Well, I'm sure you have more resources, talking about cash, than I do. You should be able to buy all the information you need. What makes you think that I can help you?
Oh, I don't. I remembered what my friend had told me about you after I had exhausted every other option.
You know, referring to me as your last option could automatically double my fee.
I already planned on paying you much more than your usual fee. I'm a wealthy young woman, Mr. Murphy. To give you an idea, the stolen artifact alone is worth more money than you could earn in 10 lifetimes.
Oh, we'll see about that when I win the clearinghouse sweepstakes.
How quaint. Let's not waste any more time. I need some work done, and I'll pay you well for it.
Well, in my experience, getting paid well is a relative term.
Your obsession with money is appalling.
Oh, I have any number of appalling traits, but I am a good PI.
Well, if you prove to be as good as you think you are, I'll pay your $30,000 finder's fee.
Well, let me think about it. Okay, I'll do it. In fact, I'll even mow your lawn at no charge.
Try to control yourself, Mr. Murphy. I'll expect you to focus all of your energies on this job, and the methods you use to retrieve the artifact are of no interest to me. But as more time elapses, the less likely it is an item will be found, and for that reason, I must require you to find it and to return it to me within 1 week. And after that, there will be no finder's fee available to you.
Do you pay time and a half after 40 hours? That's a joke.
I have stated my conditions. As to the artifact itself, it is a beautiful statuette made of crystal and shaped in the form of a bird. It has been in my family for countless generations, and as I said, it is extremely valuable. There are many collectors who would stop at nothing to own it. Whoever stole the statuette would undoubtedly have gone to the black market and offered it to the highest bidder.
I think I saw that statuette you're talking about. Someone was selling it on the Home Shopping Network. Boy, I had no idea it was so expensive.
You make jokes, but you cannot possibly know how rare and valuable the statuette is. And now that you have all the necessary information, we'll end this charming visit. Don't bother contacting me until you have the statuette in your possession. And if you are successful in your search, it could change my opinion of you considerably. My valet will give you a retainer of $1,000 on your way out. Goodbye, Mr. Murphy.
I didn't tell the Countess, but I would have done damn near anything for $30,000. Now I've got to find a link to the black market. How hard can it be?
So the Countess with the extremely early 90s hair and the extremely early 90s dress. That was such a lot. Okay. Well, we got our inciting event for day 2. Let's go ask some questions. Let's go talk to Chelsea. Chelsea's got all kinds of answers. Chelsea sees stuff being a newsstand gal. So let's find out what Chelsea's got to say. Hey Chelsea, we want a connection with the black
you took care of Rook.
market.
Pretty impressive.
Oh, it was nothing. Just another day at the office.
You know, Tex, it must take quite an effort to be lonely, broke, and still so smug.
Hey, I don't like being broke. Why don't you lay off the insults and help me find some work?
Sorry, Tex. Look, I'm just kidding ya. You know I'll tell you if I hear of anything.
I'd appreciate it.
So, is there something you came to ask me about? Sorry, I haven't heard anything about that. Apparently, it's a real hot item. The top commodities dealer in the city is named Franco Franco. He probably either has the statuette or knows who has it.
Okay, well, how do we find Franco Franco?
I don't know how you're going to find him, but if you do, be careful.
Okay. Well, I mean, that was a start of her help.
He's only been here a few weeks, and I don't know much about him.
Okay. Bye, Chelsea. Okay, so we're gonna have to find Franco Franco. Something will tell us, but oh wait. No. Let's try the hotel.
I heard that Ardo shuts the place.
Oh, okay. And there. Maybe we'll try Nerys again.
Hiya, Murphy. Well, you see my new nose. I'm so excited. I'm gonna look and feel like a new man.
We are gonna exploit
Well, that's swell,
his
Beak.
gratitude.
Hope you're feeling grateful enough to answer some more questions.
Yeah, sure. Anything. I've heard his name in connection with some smuggling and illegal importing. I don't know anymore. I can't help you there. I haven't got any info on that.
Okay, well, that wasn't very helpful there, Beak. Just try shaking our contacts and see what happens. That's what you do when you're a detective.
Too bad you don't like fresh brains, mate. Hot off the grill.
Always the fresh brains.
Sorry, mate. Can't help you there. Sorry, mate.
Okay, yeah, you can't help me there.
Ham just opened the electronics place a while ago. He's come by for lunch a couple of times. Usually orders the brains and eggs platter.
Okay. Good to know.
What can I do for you? Sorry. Can't help you, Tex. He opened that radioactive shack across to the street. I haven't spoken with him yet.
They did a joke. They did a joke. The radioactive shack. They did that. Okay, let's try Rook. Rook buys stuff that might
What
not
else
always
can
be
I help you
legit.
with, Murphy? I don't know anything about that. I don't know. Big-time crook. Deals with a lot of smuggled artifacts and the like. He's pretty well connected with the mob and black market here in San Francisco.
Okay. I'm gonna go to the alley for a second. I want to see if our chocolate boy's here. There's a chocolate boy. Hey, chocolate boy.
Ask away. Oh, don't know a thing about it. Sorry, can't help you with that. Wish I could help.
Okay, I didn't think so, but it was worth a try, you know? You know how these things are. You gotta shake your contacts and see what falls down. Okay, so we did that, we did that, we did the Rooks. We did Chelsea. Let's take a look. What we got here? Quays Tower, Chandler Avenue. We could try the police station.
Hey, Murphy, guess what? We got the guy who robbed those pawn shops. Turned himself in. Can you believe it? Kept babbling something about a clown coming back from the dead to haunt him.
We did that.
Well, I'm sure you would have caught him anyway. Knowing that you were on his trail probably drove him over the edge.
That butt kissing of yours must be a hard habit to break, eh, Murphy? You must want something. What?
I want to know about Franco.
He's a big-time crook. Deals with stolen and illegally imported merchandise, especially jade.
Oh, we've got jade.
Sorry, Murphy. Can't help you with that.
Okay. But hey, we got an answer that we needed. So now we can go back here. Let's go back to Chandler Avenue. I feel like maybe we should talk to to Rook about the jade. But
What's going on, Tex?
Oh, just ask about jade. So we have jade. Yeah, it's jade.
Wish I could help you there.
Okay, fine. Fine, Chelsea. You can't help me there, though. You can't at all.
What now, Murphy? You know, I subscribe to a trade paper called Jewelry Weekly. In the last issue, it seems to me I saw an advertisement by someone named Franco, who was looking to buy jade. There wasn't anything of interest in the trade paper, so I threw it out. It's probably still in the trash can out back.
All right, there we go. Exit to the alley. Now we got to check the trash cans. This game actually does a pretty good job of more or less telegraphing like your next move, which is interesting. This one, because it's
whoever uses these
unusual for adventure games like this, because typically they don't do that. Typically they're like incredibly obtuse.
I wonder what all these garbage cans are doing. Whoever uses these garbage, like Rook always says, you can cut corners here and there.
Recycle papers only. There we go.
This must be the trade paper Rook mentioned.
Okay, let's examine the trade paper. Priceless vintage Blandis from local pawn shop. We solved that one. Private collector interested in acquiring piece of jade will pay top dollar or trade. Contact Franco at Alhambra Theater, 808 Paloma Lane. Boom. There we go. Let's go contact Franco. Nope. Let's go out this way. Here we go. Okay. Head over to our car. Let's save our game. It's just real fast, since we've done a lot of back and forth and file and save. Franco meeting. Alhambra Theater. Okay. Oh, it's in red. What if that means anything? Your little fly through.
Being a movie buff, I've heard of the Alhambra Theater, though I heard it was closed down years ago. Sure enough, it's boarded up, but one of the back doors is unlocked. As soon as I step inside, 2 lugs the size of refrigerators grab me. I tell them that I have something for Mr. Franco, and one of them walks off. He comes back a minute later and escorts me into the main theater. A Buster Keaton flick is playing. The place is empty except for a man sitting by himself near the front of the theater.
Welcome, Mr. Murphy.
Pleased to meet you, Mr. Franco. Tell me, do you do most of your business in dark theaters?
How and where
I love the
I
compositing
do my
for
business
this.
is not your concern, Mr. Private Eye.
Mr. Private
As
Eye.
I'm sure you know, I'm strictly a legitimate businessman.
Yeah, of course you are. But I'm not interested in your business dealings. I'm interested in some information you can give me.
I'm glad to hear you say that. People who pry into my dealings have a way of ending up at the bottom of the bay.
Gee, that definitely sounds like the policy of a legitimate businessman.
Be careful, Mr. Murphy. If you cross me, I will certainly kill you. Now for our transaction. You have the item?
Yeah, I got some jade for you, buddy.
Ah, a lovely specimen. It will make a fine addition to my collection.
Why does jade look like that in this world?
Now, I will answer one question to the best of my knowledge.
Why is jade a green crystal? A green translucent crystal in this world? We will never know. Greedy for information, the mysterious artifact, mysterious client. Oh, it's a mysterious artifact.
There's a statuette in the shape of a bird that recently came onto the market. You know who has it?
I know the statuette you're referring to. There were several bidders for it. But I believe it ended up in the hands of Eddie Ching. I can say no more about it. There. Now I fulfilled my part of the bargain. Don't contact me again. Unless, of course, you find another fine piece of jade. You know the way out.
Weird ass collectors. Oh, look, and it's gone now, which makes sense, I guess. But it just wiped off the map. Okay, let's go back to Chandler Avenue. That's where we belong. Chandler Avenue. All right. So. It's the strip. It's Tex Murphy's strip. That's where we're at. Okay. So, I think we'll probably wrap it up there. And then next week, we'll try and find out more about who's got the statuette, who's buying these things, and maybe we'll find out what's up with the jade and Franco, and why he's so fixated on only the jade. But till then, be good, be well, and we'll see you next time in San Francisco of the future with Tex Murphy. Bye.